So guys, for the materials we are going to be using for this tutorial, I have my Ankara fabric. So this is an Isiago fabric. So we are having a cultural day in our church. That is why I'm using this fabric. Okay, so go ahead and make use of your choice of Ankara fabric. So make sure to use Ankara fabric for this particular corset we are making so that we can be at the same page. And I have my stay. So the stay, I'm going to be using it on the main fabric. I also have my paper stay. Okay, I'm going to be using it for the lining part. So I have my warden, the hard and the soft warden, and I also have my red-made cup. So this red-made cup, I'm not going to be making use of it because it's not actually covering up the upper part of the chest properly. So take for example, if you have like a bigger cup you made, that is you drafted out, and you have a bigger cup like this, and when you insert your ready-made cup you end up seeing the top being empty or vacant. Okay, and we don't want such thing. And by the time you're putting it on, you discover that that part to be folded. Okay, so we don't want such thing. We are going to be creating our own cup using the warden. Okay, to do this, what I'm going to do now is to combine both the soft warden and the hard warden together. Okay, so what I'm going to do, if you're using the hardest warden, I will advise you to cut into two, then you gum it together. Then if you're using a soft warden and hard warden, you go ahead now and cut out soft warden and make sure to put the hard warden in between the soft warden. Okay, I hope you understand. You can cut out two pieces so that the cup can be strong enough. These are the net I'm going to be using. I have my black net and I also have the skin net. Okay, so we are going to be using all of this. So for the black net, I think I have about 2 yards. For the skin net, I also have 2 yards. Okay, I've gone ahead to cut out the cup pattern on my fabric, and this is what we are having, guys. So you can see the stitching allowance I left. You can see it at the top, at the side, at the lower part. You can see it all round, especially on the main fabric. Then coming to the lining part, you are going to add stitching allowance on the lining part. Okay, so you add your stitching allowance all around the lining part, but for the warden itself you only add your stitching allowance towards the side. So just add half-inch stitching allowance towards the side. Okay, don't add allowance at the top and at the bottom. Please don't add allowance. So guys, I'm gonna have to cut it out, and I have two of this warden, you can see. So I'm going to join it together so that the cup can be a little bit thick, so we'll have a thicker cup, okay, that can hold the bust properly. So you can see I cut out two pieces for each of them for the warden, and I'm going to be holding it with my hemming gun. Hope you understand. So I'm trying to explain to you guys, when it comes to the warden part, please don't add any stitching allowance except at the sides. Okay, both for the smaller parts and the upper part. You know, we have three pieces of this cup, so you add your stitching allowance on the sides when it comes to the wording. Then for the lining, you add your stitching allowance all round, just like the way you did for the main fabric. I don't know if you understand. So guys, this is what we are having. I'm gonna need to also cut it out so you can see what I'm doing. You can see what we have. So by the time we are stitching this down, you get to understand all of this I'm saying better. Okay, get to understand them better. Hope you understand. The next thing I'm going to do now is to start stitching this down, and I'm going to start with the main fabric. So I'm going to head to add my hairstay on the main fabric. Then coming to the lining part, I added my paper stay. So you can see what we have at this part. You can see this is what I was trying to explain. You can see at the top of this warden part, I did not add stitching allowance. Okay, so you're going to stitch the wording together to the lining. Okay, not on the main fabric. You stitch the wording together on the lining part. Okay, so you can see what we are having on the smaller part of the cup. I did not add my allowance at the bottom part. Please, I will advise you to add your stitching allowance on the lining all round on that lining. Okay, then for the wording part, I will advise you to add just stitching allowance towards the side. Hope you understand. So after doing that, go ahead and stitch it on the lining. stitch your wording on the lining. Then after doing that, now we are going to be stitching all of this together. So we are going to start stitching the main cup together like this. You can see, so I'm going to just start stitching the main cup together, as you can see. So just place it and stitch by half inch. Remember, it was half inch we left for the stitching allowance. So when you're doing this, you have to make sure you are doing it carefully, and you don't need to stitch straight. Don't make it straight, okay, because it's curvy. So you just follow the shape you have. So after stitching, guys, this is what we are having. You can see how it's looking. You can see how it came out. Make sure to differentiate the bottom part and the upper part, okay, so that you don't get confused. So after stitching, I'm going to open up the seam allowance like this. Go ahead and open up the seam allowance and hold it with your pin, or you can just iron it out. For now, I don't have light, so I'm going to just pin it up like this. Then after doing that, I'm going to attach this upper part. You can see this upper piece. Go ahead now and attach it together. So when you're stitching this down, please make sure to follow the curve, and please don't pleat. Make sure to follow the curve, that is the shape you have at that part, the curvy shape. Make sure to follow it. When you stitch, you make sure to place it properly in a way that it align properly. You can see what I'm doing. So I'm not stitching it straight. When you stitch it straight, your cup is going to look flat. So just follow the shape you have at that part, and you're going to have a nice cup, okay? So guys, after stitching, this is what we are having. You can see how the cup is cupping. You can see how the cup is cupping. This is the wrong side, and when I turn it to the right side, you can see how it's looking. You can see what we are having. The cup is already looking nice. So this is the cup. So we have two of it now. I'm gonna have to stitch up the other one. You can see how it's already standing. So the next thing that we are going to do is to stitch up this part. You can see, stitch by 0.25. Please, when you're adding allowance towards this part, we are going to join the piece together. Make sure to add about 0.25 towards this part. You are stitching with 0.25, not half inch. Okay, 0.25 is smaller than half inch. So very, very tiny. You're going to hold it tiny, very, very little. Okay, if you have like a zigzag machine, I think it will be better. Okay, just go ahead and make like a zigzag at that part. But for me, I don't have zigzag machine, so I'm going to be doing it this way. You can see, so stitch by 0.25. You can see how neat it is. See how it came out looking good. Then after doing that, I'm going to also place this upper piece like this. Okay, so just go ahead and place the upper piece. So towards all this part you are joining together on the cup, you are stitching by 0.25, just little. Like I said earlier, if you have a zigzag machine, it will be more better. Okay, so for me, I don't have zigzag machine. That is why I'm stitching on 0.25, as little as that. Okay, so you should do the same. Just go ahead and do the same. Stitch it down. This might take a little bit of your time, but just be patient with it. Okay, you will be through with it as soon as possible. So guys, you can see I'm almost done with the stitching of this cup. So guys, after stitching it up, you can see how it's looking. You can see how this part it's looking. Don't worry, we are going to cover this with a piece of fabric. So guys, after doing that, now the next thing now to do is to go ahead and iron this out. When you're ironing it, this is how you place it, and make sure to have your tailoring arm. So this is how to place your cup when ironing it. I don't have light, but I'm going to be using this my stove iron to iron it out. So I'm trying to show you guys what to do, okay? So this is the best way to iron your cup for it to come out looking so pointy, okay, and looking nice instead of looking flat. You can see the way I'm placing my tailoring arm. I'm not placing the tailoring arm in a flat way. Just do it this way and you will thank me later, okay? You can see I've not even ironed it and the thing is even coming together. You can see this cup now. You can see how beautiful it's looking. So also you make sure to iron the inside. Okay, so you are going to iron the inside, the outside, everywhere of this cup. Iron it well. So if you are ironing it this way, you should also make sure you are bending it. You can see, so make sure to bend it. Ironing technique also help your cup to come out properly, not just the drafting part, okay? And this is what we are having, guys. So guys, this is what this other cup is looking like. I'm done with it. I've attached the piece of fabric and I've also ironed it out, and this is what it's looking like. Can you see? You can see how beautiful it is. This is how your cup should come out.